Hey everyone, welcome to our daily gratitude and affirmation practice. Welcome to our walk. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, it's been a while since I've been able to take this walk. This is the week where we're going back to all of the delicious, healthy things that we were doing. Number one, gratitude. So grateful I get to go on this walk. Also, you can see it snowed yesterday. It snowed. It's a little misty out. It's not too cold, so when it rains today, the rest of the snow is going to be gone. But to have an evening where I got to curl up on the couch and read my book and just eat a couple cookies and relax. Number two, that was just such a beautiful gift yesterday. Number three, also happy Monday, everybody. There's nothing like a Monday energy to just get us right into it. 3, grateful I went grocery shopping yesterday. I have all the food I need to start cooking again. But the thing about that is I need to prep and cook almost everything. So it's going to be a day of cooking. But I have YouTube videos to watch. I have so many. I usually just add them to a list I have. But I think I'm up to almost 4,000 videos I haven't watched. So, we're going to make our way through that and it'll be good. 4 for the day. I'm grateful for water. It's been a while since I've done that gratitude. I'm grateful that I have clean water that I can drink whenever I want, that it's plentiful, that I can really just take as many showers or baths, or use water for different projects and it's not going to run out. I'm also grateful for the rain, the snow. Our area definitely needs it. Grateful that it has a chance to soak into the ground. Grateful for all of the natural resources like the rivers, streams. No deer today, guys. I wonder if they're across the river. Number 5. 5 for the day. Watched The Survivor. It's not the pre-finale, but it's the episode before the finale. Whoa, that was such a good episode. I've never seen a season where every contestant is just is so close in skill set. By the end, usually there's 1 or 2 people still going strong, but it's like every person is giving it their all. Let's see. I don't actually see any deer. Maybe they're on the other path. Here we go. Look at how misty and calm. You can tell that the water's a little bit higher because this little patch over here is just a little bit smaller, which is good. What were we even on? Oh, I think I was on 6 with the Survivor one, but that was a good way to end the day yesterday. 7. Aside from cooking food today, I'm grateful I'm going to have some time to pack. I already have in my mind the next load that I want to take over. I just have so much stuff spread around my room that it's hard to maneuver at this point. So I think just picking which area of my room I'm going to tackle first, it's going to be ideal. And the thing is, I'm trying to leave some of my winter items out because I know I'm going to need them, but I'm not going to need them as frequently. I'm excited too, though, because the storage unit I got, I think it's going to hold everything I have, so. Alrighty, do I brave sitting on a cold rock? Maybe for a minute. There we go. Oh, this is nice. This has been so long since I've done this, and it gets so, it gets dark so early now that I don't even get a chance to go outside before the sun's already set. Darkness is falling, so I wouldn't get a chance to sit here and just enjoy this, and it'd be a lot colder. Number 8. I'm really looking forward to hanging out with my family this Friday. This is going to be like our little Christmas celebration. I have delicata squash. I need to reach out to my stepmom and ask what else she wants me to bring. She usually cooks the food, but I imagine she's going to tell me to bring the Wegmans bread that I always bring. They do make some pretty good rosemary bread. 9 for the day. Just grateful for peace and stillness. At moments like this where I can reflect on the day, where I can come back to myself, ground myself. When you're going through a period, a season in life where it's kind of hectic, where there's a lot you need to do by a certain date, it's really important to ground yourself. And 10 for the day. I'm grateful that my trip went well, that I've had this weekend to recuperate. I also yesterday sat for a little bit and made some lists in my car. Just traits about myself that I really appreciate, other traits which I would like to work on for this next year. Same thing with my relationships. Oh, and responding to people in my life has, just with the emotional capacity I have, has not been the top thing on my list. So I started responding to people yesterday. I'm going to continue to do that today. I'm going to call some of my friends. Talked to my brother for a little bit last night. That was really nice. But those are my gratitudes. Very, very nice weekend. Got a blanket yesterday also. Just adding to the coziness factor. I almost got a candle, but I feel like I have so many candles. So. Alright, so those are the gratitudes. Now for the affirmations. Number 1, as always, I'm divinely guided and supported. I can ask for help whenever I need it. I humbly ask for help today. Number 2, I love myself deeply, fully, and completely. Number 3, miracles and blessings are a common occurrence throughout my day. I love to see them. Number 4, I choose again. I choose better for myself. Number 5, I lay deep in nourishment and healing of self. Nourishment, support, and healing of self. Number 6, sleep is my divine practice. Deep, refreshing, peaceful, healing, soul refreshing sleep is available to me each and every night, and I commit today and every day. 8 for the day. I'm not going to stress. Everything's being worked out for my ultimate good. I can just be in a state of receiving it, peace and joy. Number 9. Oh, sorry guys. Number 9. I am fully loved, supported, nourished, cared for today and every day. I have everything that I need. And I walk forward empowered and strong. And 10 for the day. What a beautiful, amazing day to be alive. Let's claim the day, our accomplishments, how we want to show up, be, see, feel, hear, do, experience, appreciate the fact that we are powerful co-creators of this current moment. And we're going to do a number 11. I am freaking empowered. I am powerful, and I powerfully co-create this present moment. And I bring forth all of my deepest desires in which to interact with in this present moment. So those are the affirmations of a day. Now for the message. So this is a continuation of yesterday's message, where what if we looked at all traits a person could possess and recognize that those are all just sliding scales and we fall somewhere on that scale. Further confirmed by, someone says, oh, I'm not that person, I would never do that. Well, I'm sure that there are circumstances for every single trait that a person says that where they would actually go through with an action. It might be a very extreme circumstance, which means they fall very low on the scale, or they're at 0, right? But there's always a possibility that you can slide up and down a scale of a trait, or slide from one end, the more desirable end of the trait, to the least desirable end. The other thing about traits, and this is today's message, what if you looked at your emotions as just information, right? So you have a very powerful emotion. It's really your body just sending you a very powerful signal. Emotions are data points. And even emotions or feelings, states of being that we don't like being at, those also serve you, and serve you very well. So I want to talk about a couple of those. Anxiety. Anxiety is just a distrust of yourself and the tool set you have in order to be able to handle a situation, or distrust because you don't have the right tool in your skill set to handle a situation, right? And so whenever you have anxiety, you get to ask yourself the question, is there a current tool that I have that I don't trust, or do I not trust the situation because I don't have the tool? That is something you can definitely do and start working towards, and you'll find that in doing that, your anxiety lessens, or if nothing else, the trust in yourself will grow. Anger. Anger is a protective emotion. It tells you when a boundary has been crossed for you. And you could be the one crossing it, someone else could be the one crossing it. But anger, really, anytime anger for me shows up, I'm just so grateful and appreciative that there is something within me that wants to protect myself. Or just is that alert that it's willing to let me know that's something that I need to proceed with caution, right? And also reevaluate the situation. That there's something that I'm probably missing in the heat of the in the moment. Depression. Depression is a full body no. And some people, I mean, you might say like, what? Yeah, that's obvious. Well, but is it obvious to the point that you are going to take action? And the thing about depression is you'll get signals that something is not for you for a long time before your body finally goes, I don't know what else to do. I have no other way of alerting the brain that there's danger. This is not for us. I'm just going to debilitate the body. And so if you know that, whenever I get depression come up for me, I'm like, wow, okay, there's something I have been knowingly or maybe unknowingly ignoring for so long that now it's a drastic problem for me. And I need to figure it out, do something about it. And usually the course to actually do something about it is what we've been neglecting to do the entire time. Usually we know what that is. And it usually involves going through fear. Fear obviously is your biggest survival. You know, it's your body's trying to keep you alive. Your brain's trying to keep you alive. But fear, you know, I haven't picked a word for fear yet, because usually, even if that's not one of the bigger ones I struggle with in my life, because if I'm afraid, I do it anyways. You know, I think there's a quote that I might just start saying: do it scared. You're fearful. Honor that. Then what? What are you going to do about it? I guess I never really looked as deep into fear, because fear to me is so primal in nature that it just, your body is in a survival state, right? But if you know your body's in a survival state, you can then reevaluate the situation and work with your body to bring yourself back into a state of equilibrium. And eventually, if exposed to something enough, you're not going to have the same signals. Right? It's like giving a speech. You might be afraid the first time, the 10th time, the 50th time, the 100th time. But at some point, your body's going to have enough exposure to where it's going to readjust those signals and go, okay, maybe we just have a heart that's beating slightly fast, but we're not going to send the body into shaking and dry mouth in a state of like almost shock, because nothing's happened when we've met this situation. So like, fear is a good point to reevaluate exposure. Are you exposing yourself to the right thing? What would be the outcome of that? And then shame. Shame's a newer one for me. You know, when I always ask myself a question with certain things I don't want to feel. How is this trying to help me? And so shame, you want to know what shame does for you? It tells you where you have a weak boundary. And where you haven't defined yourself strong enough to withstand what is being thrown at it. How powerful is that? How powerful is that to know, oh my gosh, okay, so I'm getting a very strong signal that this is an area I haven't defined enough for myself to be able just to stand within myself with confidence. The opposite of shame, you know, it can be indifference, or, you know, leads up to confidence, you know, not reacting to, you know, like if someone says something. And like shame and guilt are kind of similar. I would say guilt also, you could argue, you haven't defined a boundary strong enough to where you were able to be the person you wanted to be. And I think that's all of the ones I'm going to run through for right now. But you could kind of get the picture of even what we deem as detrimental to us, right? Anxiety, depression, shame, guilt, anger, fear. These are some of the most powerful tools that you have in order to become and be and stay the person that you want to be. But that is all for today, guys. I hope the message was one that was helpful and that resonated with you. Let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts around it. We are all here to learn together. We're 342 people, just trying to work on ourselves and enjoy life and better the world around us. But what are you grateful for? What are you affirming? How are you guys doing? Like I said yesterday, I'm going to answer all comments today. And I will talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.